Hey, what's going on, Praise Indy? This is Ronnie here with the Helpful Home Buyers. I know that the Lord is blessing you because you're listening right now. And so definitely appreciate you just taking your time just to listen and doing more than listening. You guys have been active. And you have been calling, reaching out to us again. That number is 317-900-HOME, 317-900-HOME. I've been on appointments face-to-face, belly-to-belly with a few of you. And I know we also just actually figured out, hey, we were a good match and working with someone on the east side to be able to buy their home. That's what this program is about. It's just being able to reach out, let you guys know about what we're doing, also what to kind of avoid, what questions to ask when you're talking with people that are talking about they want to buy your homes. It's been great. If you have more questions, keep calling because we want to keep helping and keep serving to make your situation better and make Indy better. Today, we have someone else that you definitely are familiar with, Mr. James Williams. Man, how you doing, brother?
Doing pretty good. Hello to the radio audience. Love you guys.
Yeah, man. No, it's definitely been great. Again, when you call and you talk with our team, you're going to get some people to ask about, what's going on with your home, your situation, why you may be looking to sell. And James, he is one of our home buying specialists. He will also be able to come out to your house, be able to look, listen, and talk to you just to see if we're a good fit. So James, man, you had an interesting, situation that kind of came up here recently.
Yeah, Brother Ronnie, we got a call from a lady by the name of Barbara, 81 years old, a widow, and living in a very large home, 2,000 square foot house, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 2 levels, and a basement. Her kid is a professor, used to be a professor at IUPUI, and then got transferred to NC State in North Carolina. So her son is down there, and her daughter is up in Delaware. And so she just said, this house is just too much to maintain. I do not have any biological family members nearby, and I need to sell this property quick so I can move down and be closer to my son.
Yeah, no, that definitely makes sense. I mean, there are people that, are having some life transitional changes, and having kids and watching your kids grow up and blossom and, be productive adults. A lot of times they do. They relocate to other places. I'm actually having that conversation with my daughter. She's 19. She's getting ready to move to Orlando. So I'm just like, oh, like this is kind of weird, and so trying to figure, okay, well, what do we do? Do we move down? Do we stay here? Like what's going on? So, I definitely kind of understand that. In talking with Miss Barbara, basically, you said like her main motivation is that she was looking to just relocate to get closer to people that love and support her and be closer to her son. Correct?
That is correct.
Indy's a great place. I love Indy. Indy, it has allowed me to stabilize myself. Depending on what land you're in, it might be time to launch and go somewhere else to pick up a new adventure. Just wondering, James, you said the house is, pretty big size house, in talking with her, has she talked with other investors? Has she talked with realtor? What was the situation there?
Yeah, Ronnie, I'm glad you asked. It was one of those situations where she had her guard up, and I just had to, share, about simple quarters. Primarily, she went with some other companies and found out that she was being scammed and lost, I believe, about $2,000.
Whoa.
Yeah. So, and I'm looking and I'm just, my mother's in her 80s, same age as her. And it's like, I'm going to treat you like you're my own mom. And, as it says in Exodus 20:15, thou shalt not steal.
Yeah.
So, and I just said that is just so unrighteous. And so I was able to, drop a guard to let her know that, we have a 5-star rating with the Better Business Bureau. On top of that, for all of 2023, we had 0 complaints.
Yeah.
Which is pretty awesome. And let her know, hey, we are a Christian-based company. We pray before each and every one of our meetings, and that we would do her right. And then that's when she dropped a guard and said, okay, it's okay for you to come visit and do a walkthrough.
Yeah. So tell me about that. You said that, she had lost $2,000. How do you remember the details of that and how she ended up, losing it?
No, I didn't dive in deeply
Hmm.
specifically
Hmm.
because I didn't want to reopen a wound
Yeah.
because it's just really odd. And Geis, another woman who was 85 about 2 months ago, she was scammed as well out of her whole banking account. And
I remember you telling me about that.
yeah, so I said, well, I got her the FBI numbers and some attorneys that work for elderly who are scammed, and gave her the numbers to try to retrieve her funds. So
Yeah. No, and we'll talk about this on a different episode. Just some key things to look out for when you're working with investors, and I say investors with the big air quotes, right?
mhm.
In order to kind of protect yourself, just so that you know the difference between the real and the, I want to say fake, but I mean it's what it is. The
Right.
real and the
Yeah.
fake. Okay. Like again, we'll definitely talk about that on a different episode. But so James, I mean, so you're talking with the seller, understand what's going on, understand her family dynamics and stuff like that. Kind of what happened. What happened next. After you walk the property, what was the next step in that?
Yeah, the next step was, very simple as we do things. We are simple quarters. So primarily just took the pic, shared it with my team, and we came up with a great fair number. I called her up and said, hello, Barbara, this is James, and from the book of James. And, and I said, yeah, this is what we can do. And she said, oh, that is fine. That is a fair number. And
Hmm.
got her email address, sent her over the documents to sign, a one pager. And then she said, oh, well, I need to sell my items because I don't want to take them with me.
Yeah.
And so I just said, well, this is what I would do. When you set up your yard sale or estate sale, whatever you're going to do, let me know. And I will
Hmm.
come down and sit with you
Yeah.
and free of charge, just to make sure that you are taken care of, and that no one takes advantage of you, and you get to sell your property, and then get on that jet plane and head on down south to North Kakalaki, North Carolina.
So that's the one thing that I always say about James is that when you call again 317-900 home, and you talk with our team, whether it's April or Gabe or whoever, we talk with one of them, or Wade or even Josh. When you're talking with them, and then James comes out, you're going to get a person. That's what's really important. James is someone that he loves problem solving. He loves listening. He loves helping people. And James goes above and beyond. There are many times where James has cut grass for people, and, that's not anywhere in, the realm of normal as far as just having that connection point. James sits down with people going to yard sales, doing extra, cleaning up the yard, helping, he's helped move things out, because people were having different issues and things like that. So that's one of the things that you can just definitely expect is that James is someone who cares. When you're, calling these people that say that, hey, they'll buy your house, they're overpromising, and they're just throwing numbers out there, because they don't really have any attachment to you, the person or the situation. It's more so like, hey, let me overpromise, let me tell you the number that you want to hear and more, just so that I can have your property under contract, but really not have the capabilities to be able to close on the property. When you're working with simple quarters, what you're going to get is a secure cash offer,
Hmm.
meaning that the number that you and I and us and our team that we agree to, that number isn't going to change
That's right.
3 days before closing. That number, isn't going to just, it is, we just aren't just going to just walk away from it. We are committed to problem solving. We are committed to you. We want to make sure that you have something that you can trust. And some of you that I have already talked to, actually, a lady I just talked to this week, she said, I heard your radio show and you said you were Christian, but I didn't call you first because you said you was Christian. And so I said, wait. She said, well, I'm a Christian, and everything that's Christian don't necessarily mean that it's going to be right and ethical. So I called the other guys first, and that was just a complete show. I said, oh, and she said, yeah. She was like, they weren't fair to me. They made an offer. They didn't even see the house. They was just being, and I said, that's the difference. And working with Simple Quarters, we're going to be here. We're going to support you. You can find our addresses. I'm out east in Lawrence, James is up north, you know what I'm saying? So, but we're all here, and we're here to serve you as best as possibly can. And if we aren't a good fit, we're okay with letting you know that too. We're not here to take advantage of anyone. We want everyone to be treated fairly and to be treated right, and to just help with your situation. Thank you, James, just for kind of just telling that story. It just speaks to who you are again as a person. And sometimes you might have these situations where, there is an older family member or an older sibling or whatever it is, and the house is just too big. What are you going to do?
Mm-hmm.
You can list it with the realtor. You can, but I'll be honest with you right now, depending on the condition of the property, that might not necessarily be the best situation. And I know that I have properties that are sitting, that are flipped, and they're just sitting there. But, if you're in a situation where you want something secure, you don't want to have to do all the extra running around, the extra repairs, and having to worry about just the what ifs of, putting things out in the market, and you want something secure, something that is, something you can count on. Please give us a call, 317-900-HOME, so that James or myself can come out and just assess your situation to see what we can do. Praise just for listening. Again, thank you guys for calling. You guys are picking up the phone and you're just reaching out to have us just assess your situation. And we appreciate the fact that you trust us enough to even allow us into your homes. Okay. So with that, we will see you guys next time. All right. God bless.
God bless. See you. Bye-bye.
Simple Quarters has been helping homeowners for over 17 years. As a Christian company, we love helping hurting Hoosiers out of difficult situations. We are incredibly flexible to meet your individual needs and help relieve you of your stress and hardships. All you have to do is call us at 317-900-HOME, and we can start helping you today. Please, give us a call. 317-900-HOME. That's 317-900-HOME.
Simple Quarters is a Christian company that loves to help people in difficult situations. We will buy any property, any condition. We're here to encourage you. We're here to guide you and counsel you. Call Simple Quarters at 317-900-HOME. That's 317-900-HOME. Check us out at simplequarters.com.